check, check, check.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
How's
so
that?
I'm
Volume's
fine.
good?
Yeah, volume's good there.
We could
Maybe
probably
a
turn it
little
down.
heavy. Yeah, it's a little hot.
Yeah. How's that?
A little light. Yeah, that's better.
Go like that?
Yeah.
I think that's all right. Okay.
Good. So you'll just want to check every so often, check mine to make sure that it's kind of at the right angle, and
Yeah.
because it's really easy for these to get down here, and then you stalking normal, but you can't.
Yeah.
So keeping that little microphone right in front of your
Yeah.
in front of your mouth is perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah. And take out your earrings.
Yeah.
Which color's which? Where's our pen? Which color's which, guys? Which color's which? We don't have to wear them. No, we have to wear them, but I want to wear them anyway and stop swearing, so it's good. I just want to know which one's which.
I think they're about to start here.
Have they done their draw to the button?
I think so, and I missed it. Hoesli won the draw.
Okay, we can go ahead and turn us on.
Yep. Yeah, we're on.
Okay, players are on. Great. Thanks.
We can process eliminate.
And good afternoon, curling fans. My name is Sherry Burkilo. At my side is Mikhail Elsay. Nice and easy. Sorry about that. And we are here this afternoon at the New Floors Penticton Curling Classic here in game number 11. And it is Team Hoesli from Switzerland versus Team Robillard representing Langley. This afternoon we are looking forward to a really great game here. And tell me what you think, Vic.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Looking forward to this game. We've got two teams sort of middle of Pool A, both looking to get their third win on the board here. Should be a good matchup, both teams sitting at 2-2.
Wow.
Right on. Yeah, so this is going to be a really important game for both of these teams. And we've just finished off the draw to the button, so they determine who has hammer by the last stone draw. So Hoesli won that with the shortest draw to the button. So we see the first rock in play.
Yeah, I think we can take like 6 feet off of what we're thinking.
Team Robillard came in fairly deep, ended up behind the tee line for their first shot, so we'll see.
We'll start all over again here. Clear the rocks and start with the second stones from the leads here.
Close. Wider. We can, I think.
Looking for that center line guard. Saying they wanted to take about 6 feet off. So that's good. At least they ended up top house here, and I think we'll see Hoesli answer with another hit.
Yeah, I think they're going to want this one to stick around.
Yeah, you bet.
Whoa. Clean. Oh, Achtung. Clean. Yep. Nice.
So lots of, that was a nice shot. A little bit light maybe because it did end up over curling on them.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a compensation here as they try to figure out the ice early in the game here.
And Team Robillard with Jordan Tardy at lead. Andrew Nerpin in second, Sebastian Robillard playing third, and Kyler Kleibrink in the house.
It looks fine.
I see that we've got actually Nathan Small is playing third, and Sebastian is in the house. So it must just be a difference in in the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you.
I have heard teams talking about bringing 5 players to this to this tournament. I'm not too sure if this team actually did bring 5, so they may be just cycling some people through.
I do see 5 on this list.
So they were talking about having a 5th that is playing a couple games this week.
Clean. Smooth. Yep. Smooth. Yep.
Simon Glor coming from Switzerland. Here, this Hoesli team with a couple of brothers, we suppose, here in Penticton. So that's their lead is Justin Hauscher. Their second is Simon Glor, and he just shot his rock. Philip Hoesli plays third, and Marco Hoesli is the skip. This Swiss team is currently ranked 22 in the world, and they're representing the curling club Gladers in Switzerland.
Yeah, this Hoesli team in 2019-2020 World Junior silver medalists. Representing Switzerland, so they do have some pedigree on the world stage.
From 18 and 19.
2019 and 2020.
Okay. I was thinking that was right around the time Tyler Tardy was in that mix.
Yeah, so Tyler Tardy's not playing on this team, but is Tyler Tardy is playing with Kui now.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what that exact date was, but thinking it was right around there.
10 and a half.
So it's likely that Jordan Tardy has played against this team before.
Yeah.
So Jordan might have some interesting stories or have a little bit of intel about this team from Switzerland.
This game's been played very. Both teams choosing to not have a lot of rocks in the house here, spending a lot of time on the edges of the rings. A lot of just removing one for one here. Shouldn't be a very high scoring end.
After. Clean. Clean. Stop. Yep. Yep. Well. Easy. Clean.
Good throw.
So we'll be paying attention to some of the other games that are happening in the curling club today. And I see that Sturmey versus Jones on sheet A. Kolomaya versus Botcher will be a great game on sheet B. McEwen versus Park. Park has been doing outstanding in this event. On sheet C. Nobert versus Slaczynski on E. And Kleider versus Blazer on F. So we'll pay attention to those and keep you updated on those scores briefly throughout our broadcast of this Hoesli versus Robillard game today. Hoesli with the red rocks and with the hammer this end.
I haven't been watching.
Hoesli looking here to get one right on the corner there. Maybe hold it up on that red that's just outside the rings, according to our look here. But if they can get one locked in here, they might still have a play for 2.
Grind out.
Doesn't look like that red one at the back is in. See quite a bit of white.
Yeah, so the back one's out, and they do have a slight biter on the edge here, but this will probably be removed quite quickly by Team Robillard.
Team Robillard is a regular at this event. They come to this. I wouldn't be surprised if they've been here all 7 years of our. This is our 7th annual New Floors Penticton Curling Classic.
Yeah, it's fantastic to have these teams come out year in and year out. From from what I've heard as a curler in this club, this is a obviously a well-attended tournament. We have 30 teams here, but a lot of returning teams from all over the world, which is fantastic for us as Pentictonites and for the curling club here in Penticton.
Well, that's right. And this is a great event. Again, there's 30 teams.
I thought it might curl a little bit to go over the top of the other one.
They've been organized into pools of 6. So 5 round-robin games each, and the top team from each of those 5 pools automatically advance forward. And the remaining teams that move forward are based on their scores and their win and losses. From there, we'll see some quarters and semis and finals right up until Monday. And there's a purse of $100,000 on the line. So every win, the team that wins gets a check for $200. And the top team at this event is going to walk away with $20,000. Even second prize is $15,000. That makes this a really great cash spiel at a really good time of the year for these teams that are trying to gather some of the CRTS points. And it does really help. And then it opens up that opportunity for club players to play against these awesome, experienced, excellent teams. So it's really great on all sides, both for our club, for the players, and for the pros.
Yeah, that's right. It's fantastic to be able to see. We've got on sheet A here the Team Penticton team with Chris Jones skipping, and he's the ice maker here, which is pretty cool. He's playing on his own ice, and he's up against Sturmey right now. So it's cool to see the local club curlers going head to head with some of the best teams in the world here.
Isn't that true? So, like you predicted, it is a nice clean end. And you're looking at a blank here. As Marco comes down with his rock.
Easy.
And it's gone. Blank end in the first. Everybody gets a chance to throw a few rocks and shake their sillies out and get ready to curl.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's good for these teams to be able to feel out the ice without having to have a number hung up on the board against you. We're now playing a 7-end game, 0-0.
There you go.
I think he's probably going to throw some guards, I think he wanted it in the odds, or the evens.
Ja, quick sender er ultrafett ärligt alltså. Heel vies. Tendenziell ein bisschen breiter als am Morgen. Ja, man kann schauen, dass man die Länge wischbar spielen darf. Ja. Alles. Und vor allem jetzt Gras. Kriegen wir gerade in den Kopf. Ja.
Ja, der center score is sicher schnell.
So with Hoesli blanking that end, they keep the hammer in the second. So Team Robillard throwing blue rocks throws first again.
That's right, Mick. So this is just the start of the second end. Hoesli throwing red rocks. Robillard coming into the house again. I think he's tried that last end as well.
Yeah, he's is at least, I mean, the first rock of the second end, but showing the same strategy. I think I did overhear him say, I think he wants to throw guards, referring to his opponent Hoesli there. So I think he's trying to sort of set up the end for himself without hammer to potentially steal one.
Yep.
Hoesli sets up that corner guard.
Very nice.
Now Robillard will look to guard that center one. Just put one on the center line with the no tick rule in play here. If it's touching the center line, it can't be removed until the 5 rocks.
Yeah, till the 6th rock is being thrown. Yep.
Good throw, Nathan.
Sport. Clean. Yep. 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 Hard. Hard. Whoa. Ten. Ten.
Great sweep there.
Nice touch to get it around.
Nice throw by Justin Hauscher.
Gut so.
Team Robillard now.
Weniger ist jetzt.
Just looking to basically repeat that shot, but roll under that blue center guard there, have it buried.
Jordan Tardy with his second.
Whoa!
Sweeper's working on it to curl and gets it over a half an inch, but not much.
Yeah, it looks like there's still maybe half a rock, quarter rock exposed.
Got the board.
So Team Hoesli will try to come down
That
and
was just barely hack, eh?
touch that one again.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing.
The Hoesli team is happy to say thank you to their sponsors at Belvedere Asset Management and Balance Plus.
Yeah.
Easy. The males to Justin. 10.
I think they're a pretty young team here, and with everybody under the age of 26 on this team.
Well, unfortunately, flashed that one through. I think we've seen over this course of this this tournament, the ice has been pretty straight for a lot of the players on those higher pace throws.
That's right. So we've noticed a lot of the throwers or the skips asking for throwers to go to a more controlled weight, because the sweepers can really can really manipulate the rock better if the rock is being thrown at a little bit less weight. It's really pretty tough to control a rock that's coming in really fast. You're not going to get that effectiveness on the sweep like we see here.
Yeah, you'll see the knifing technique there, where he's sort of trying to push the rock in towards the center line there, and that's a pretty effective sweep there. He's going to get it stacked right up on top.
Sorry,
Great
guys.
shot.
Andrew Nerpin is such a massively good sweeper. He's so good.
Yeah.
You know, you can just really make that rock move. So that's what we just saw right there.
I'm glad it came off.
Yeah, just that down weight, just that little bit makes a huge difference in being able to move it even a few feet there.
Well, I was soft hacking. It was just enough.
So the first day of play, the players felt like the ice was running straight. So that was some of the feedback that we got from the players. So we took Thursday night and papered the rocks, so just sharpened them a little, and now they're grabbing a lot more. We're a whole day of play yesterday, and now a few games today. The rocks have started to just soften up a little bit, and so I think they need to relearn it every time because they're just a little bit different. But we're seeing pretty good curl. Way more curl than we saw on the first day. So
That's right.
but these guys have each all had maybe 2 or 3 games on this now, and so they should be used to it.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I've noticed watching these high-end curlers, is that it does not take long for them to figure out the ice and the rocks, despite me moving from place to place, tournament to tournament.
Robillard looking for a nice soft tap back, I think. Draw right to it.
Oh, back four!
Back four. Back four. Back four. Back eight. Back eight. Back eight.
Wow, that slid. Good throw.
You can hear the sweepers there, just constantly updating the weights there. He's calling back 4, back 8, and that's roughly where the rock ended up after the rub there.
It was on that red guard for so long, and then, but we've noticed that kind of at the Grizzly sign, just over the hog line is about where that starts to really bend and get a lot of curl as it finishes.
So Robillard sitting 3 here without hammer. Hoesli's going to want to have to get one in here.
Looking at the double here.
Nice shot.
Has made a great shot. And that's a really great spot to be in as well. So, yeah, nice shot by Team Hoesli. Changes that end around quite a bit. Gets a roll, pops way out, but Robillard tries to take it right to the edge of the corner edge of 8.
That's neat roll then. Yeah, like it. Fight it out.
It's nice when you have the rocks are curling a little more. You get a nice straight line though.
Achtung. Easy. Clean.
Well.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep. No. Hold.
Going to get the inside roll. Is it going to get the double? Doesn't, but does sit shot rock at the back of the 12-foot. So for now, in a good place for Hoesli.
Yeah, it removes sort of that blue one from being a threat for hanging around now.
Oh, we roll wide.
You're now sort of playing with skip stones here to
well, plus the double might
determine how this end plays out.
I'm good with drawing though too, if you like that. Sorry?
Intern litt hat es mit.
Dat zou eigenlijk vooral aan de intern. Dat is net richtig vom Stein.
Whoa! Whoa!
Curl if you can.
Just a bit of weight there. Wasn't able to keep that shooter around. So now just one blue in the rings. Well, that red one is biting right on the edge of the 12-foot. We'll see if that comes into play at the end of this end.
Looks like Hoesli is going to try and deal with it.
Yeah, the
Hit and stick.
last shot they were hoping to have their shooter stick around, but didn't curl up as much as they wanted it to.
Well, with this red sitting at the back of the house at the edge of the 12, trying to, you're right, make that come into play.
Mm-hmm.
Easy board. Fint. Yep. 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 Hard. 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 Susanne. Hard. 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 That's great. Great. That's it.
Great. Sticks around. Hoesli sitting 2 in the house now.
Robillard's looking here just to remove the 1 for sure. Is that possible to roll over and remove both?
I don't see it. We'll see.
Yeah. Another fun thing about these tournaments, and there's shots. I think in the last game here, I heard you call a shot that you'd never seen before.
Yeah,
so.
We wouldn't do that in league play.
There's shots that don't exist in club play being played in this club right now, which is really fun to watch as a club curler.
And yes, it is.
Great shot.
Changing the end up there for Team Robillard. Now puts his rock in a whole new spot, so that's always a good idea to try and get yourself, maybe get the steal out of it if the other skip doesn't know exactly where to put the broom. But this looks good.
I think this might be another blank here.
I think so too.
With where the rock is. Usually don't want to just score 1 with the hammer here, so probably look to reset again and go into a 6-hand game.
And that's exactly what we have here. So at the end number 2, we've got still a score, couple of blanks, no score on the board yet, as Hoesli holds on to the hammer, throwing the red rocks. So this game is brought to you by New Floors Penticton. Thank you so much, New Floors Penticton, and also A&K Grimm Sausage, just down the street down from us here at the Penticton Curling Club. A&K Grimm Sausage can be found at 667 Eckhart Avenue in Penticton, and has a really great variety of butcher and grocery items.
The beef jerky is fantastic.
Isn't it? And
Yeah.
the pepperoni.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's amazing. I was lucky enough to get my hands on some the other day, and didn't last long in the house. Let's tell you that much.
They are great supporters of the curling club, and they're curlers at heart. They're part of this culture. They love being a part of the Penticton Curling Club. We can sell their pepperoni and stuff and I know that they give stuff away as part of the welcome packages that these athletes receive, and maybe that's why these athletes keep saying this is the best event that they go to. They love this event. I'm sure that's part of it. And the other thing that I love about A&K Grimm Sausage is that they sponsor our hog lines. We have their logo in our hog lines. So I think the sausage place for the hog lines is a really great a sponsor combination.
It's fantastic.
There's a lot of leverage there. I think that's
fantastic.
good.
That's so good. I actually never put those two together, but I'm never going to see the hog line the same way anymore.
So a center line guard from Robillard this time. That's a new strategy for him for the first rock.
Yeah, I think if you ever want to get the hammer back, you're going to have to switch something up here. So opts for the center line guard first, and we'll see how Hoesli responds.
Here. D-line. 10 off nu.
Hoesli looking for the come around here. I think he went a little deep, and it looks like it went right through. So not what they were looking for. And it looks like we're going to put another center line guard up here. So different setup to this third end here. I think we're going to see more rocks in play.
ab der Ziellinie das Knie aufs Eis haben.
We're over. 1-2. No. On the new floors.
Putting up another guard.
Yeah.
Well, the first one, they did go up and take a look to see if it was on the center line. So as you might recall, we are playing the center line no tick rule. So if it is touching there, not allowed to move it, but it's really close. That back one closer to the house.
Yeah, I think again with the quality of curling that's here, single guards don't often do much. They remove pretty quickly if necessary. So I can maybe see them hoping to get a little bit more in play here to hopefully set up something that they can sneak behind.
I wonder if the this heavy clean at the start just carried it.
Bit better weight on this draw here. Looks like it's gonna go just below the tee line, unfortunately for them, but still a good shot.
Really good shot, and did go behind the guards. Might still be poking out. I think that's totally doable for Robillard to be able to get in there and maybe even tap that back a little bit.
Yeah, and if you don't have hammer, this is a good spot for Robillard to be, if they can get this one where they want it.
With that weight, looks like a freeze. We're going to start to see this rock really curl now.
Yeah, right about that grizzly line there.
Yeah.
You're right. It does dive over.
Really nice. Oh, what a beautiful mixed doubles shot.
It's not 50-50.
Sorry, guys.
Penticton has a mixed doubles league every Sunday afternoon, and we are hosting a mixed doubles bonspiel here next weekend. So 3 weekends in a row I'm here, ladies bonspiel, this event, and the mixed doubles next weekend.
You're so heavily involved with this club. If you're not commentating, you're coaching or helping out on the ice or helping up at the bar. It's amazing to have you part of this club and participating in so many levels.
I love it. Thank you.
Another great shot.
That was a beauty. Nice weight on that. Hoping that it had curled in a little bit more so they stuck around.
Yeah, a bit of a spill on the far side there, but still removing the blues.
Grouping anything with Robillard, you know this is going to be gone right now. Yeah, they're such a strong team. This is Jordan Tardy coming out. Soft weight, really. But you didn't need too much to get these two gone.
No, should get the roll and both reds will go. Great shot. Even with the roll under too. It's not fully buried, but it does make it a little more tricky to remove that blue one. At least if you were curling at my level.
It's a good thing I was a foot wide.
And now Hoesli's not happy with the two blue in front, so they'll look to remove both of them.
Now that we're past the, or at the sixth rock being thrown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seventh rock being thrown. So they can easily do that.
Yep. Yes. Hard. Hard. Then what am I here for? All right.
Better.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So that blue one stuck around, which means that there's now a corner guard maybe in play. It's a very wide corner, but there's still something there. Yeah, we'll see how the rest of the send plays out.
Oh, yeah. Wow, I think it's... I haven't been getting times on draws, but I'm assuming it's close to 16 to get there.
Ooh. Fans that are here at the club are able to participate in some of the random draws that are going on. Kathy Jones is behind me making some, pulling some tickets and making some people happy with some prizes.
Yeah, it looks like there's some curling jerseys being given out here upstairs, which is super exciting. We also have a silent auction going on down at the club. So encourage anyone to come down and check out the silent auction, check out some of the curling. We've got a bunch of games this afternoon, another draw here at 7 o'clock tonight for the evening games.
Yep. 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 Hard. Good.
So Robillard with Blue Rocks here in the third end. No score.
Yeah, a lot of the game being played on the fringes of the house for these first three ends here. Wide open, good easy hitting for the players out here.
Andrew Nerpin. Is that going to stick around? Just does. Yep. So maybe not set up in an ideal place for Robillard.
Yeah, we should be seeing both these rocks go here on this shot here, and we'll be back to the one rock in the house with skip stones to play.
Nice shot. Gets the double, rolls out. Yeah, Robillard's go. One rock to take advantage of.
Looks like he's going to try to sneak up behind that corner. If he can get it buried, he might be able to force something here, but being on the edge of the house, it's also the easiest to remove for another blank.
Skip stones here in third end of play. Still no score. And it actually goes just through. So just got a little tricked on the weight there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that one didn't stick around because it now opens up the opportunity for Hoesli to potentially put one in. Maybe they'll be able to get their set there too. Is that possible, or is this another blank?
With that ice indicating to me that they're taking an in-turn and trying to go to the other side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Originally, when they had the broom on the other side, I thought they were going to try to get something sort of hidden by the blue, but you're right. Not too sure where their plan is with this rock.
Lots of rotation, and we've noticed that that's an important part of having a successful throw on this ice with these rocks, is that nice positive rotation so that it has a chance to grab and really starts to move. So yeah, just putting the rock in a different spot. Nice, putting it right back at the house where it's easy to set up the blank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sebastian Robillard coming down for his last throw of this third end. Hoesli with hammer.
This one came back just in time. But it does look like we're going to see this rock probably thrown right through the house here to hang up another blank.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
Yeah.
Easiest
I
shot
don't
to
think
make.
I've seen a game that starts with 3 blank ends in this event yet that I've noticed.
No. I mean, we're looking at the scoreboards here. On sheet A, we've got Sturmey up 3-0 on the Team Jones, which is the Penticton Curling Club team. On sheet B, Kolomaya is down 5-0 to Botcher. On sheet C, we've got looks like a 2-0 lead Park over McEwen. We've got 0-0 on this game, Hoesli Robillard. 1-1 in the Nobert Shalinski game. And it looks like it's 4-0 for Kleiter versus Blazer. So yeah, we are the only game that's got no points on the board so far as we start the fourth end. Maybe this one will open the scoring. One can hope.
We've seen a couple of different, starts for the strategies, so we'll see what happens. What Sebastian calls for here.
Ja, zo spannend. Ja, ist so. Er macht so ganz oder gar nicht.
It's like the center guard play. See if they can get this one on the center line to protect it for the first half of the end, and it'll sit right in the middle of the center line. So
nice high.
Good start.
Center line guard.
Easy. Noch länger.
Enge kommt gut.
Der Kerl.
Schon da. Ein näher als das.
Okay. Wenn ist gut.
Ein näher als das.
Team Hoesli here opting for the corner guard. So we are seeing, in the last few ends, we've seen rocks in the house right away here, and now looks like we're setting up for multiple guards in play, which usually leads to more offense as there's more stuff in play to hide behind, less hitting, more chances to score. So for those watching at home and us here, stay tuned. We'll see if these guards are still in play after this, into the second half of this end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been an interesting game so far. Just keep seeing opportunities that kind of get missed, and then they set up the double, and then all of a sudden everything is open again.
Exactly. It's good strategy to not get yourself into a position where you're going to give up a big end, right? So it's better to knock them all out and start over again than it is to just end up with too many of the opposite color zones in the ring, obviously.
Robillard setting up these two perfect centerline guards.
Wenig gut. Bis 8. Ja. Ja. Easy. Nur lange. Curl. 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 Easy. Oh, easy.
That's great weight.
Schön. Push back. Better.
Really nice spot there for the Hoesli team. This is their first year together as a team, so I'm sure their lineup is just a little bit different than it was when they were in juniors.
50.
Team Robillard here is looking to come down and sit on top of this red one here, basically follow that shot, the shot down. Because as it sits right now, that red rock is very hard to remove.
Well, yes, Robillard set up the guards, and then Hoesli went in and used them.
Yeah.
He was the first one there. So maybe that second guard wasn't a great time for that. Very good.
That was a good shot. It's pushed the red rock out from behind those two center guards, so now both the blue rock is exposed, but also the red one. So lots to play for still. I'm quickly learning here too that things that can set up, they can look one way, even halfway, 3/4 of the way through an end, can change so quickly. The teams and the players are just so skilled at throwing multiple different levels of weight, whether it's up weight or down weight, to get the shot that they want.
And the sweepers finish it.
Yeah.
What needs to be done, they're on it. It's great. Yeah, the sweep is so effective.
Yeah, exactly.
Robillard is able to take that right to the edge.
Nice.
I think it's still technically in.
I think it might be just biting. It's hard to say from the overhead shot from here, but looking down, I think I can't see the blue, the curve of the 12 foot from where I'm sitting here. So I do believe that red one is biting.
I agree.
Nå sehr schnell, also ziemlich schnell.
Team Robillard thinks they can see just enough of it.
Yeah, they're just trying to bump this red one back just a touch. There's that knifing to get that to curl in right on top of the red rock.
See some rocks moving here as they're clearing the, curling the, getting rid of those guards.
A fantastic shot there. Both those blues were almost perfectly stacked up on each other, and they were able to remove them both and open up that end.
And quite often your shooter ends up sitting right there, kind of creating its own problem, but he did manage to get that one to roll just off a little bit too, so perfect.
Yeah. Now Robillard will look to replace that center guard there to protect that blue one. So the strategy here for Robillard is to try to force Hoesli to one here, right? Robillard is sitting second shot and wants to ideally keep that rock around to sort of force Team Hoesli to just score their one, and so that Robillard can steal hammer for the next end.
Team Robillard, made up of players from Langley, Royal City, Kelowna, and Castlegar, come together to this event year after year. It's so great to see them all. Puts up a nice guard, a little bit tighter than they wanted, but I think that's in a really good spot. We have a few teams that had local players. So when we do have local players out on the ice, the crowds are really excited about it, and we get lots of cheering and clapping. There's lots of viewers upstairs this afternoon, and there's plenty downstairs as well. So lots of places to come and sit and get really close to the action.
Yep. 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 Hard. 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 Yeah. Wit.
Able to push that blue one right by, but that Red Rock is still guarding that center line.
So the call is to place this rock on like the F in new floors.
Yeah, if they can get two stacked up on each other, they'll be sitting pretty good without hammer, with two rocks in good scoring position.
Okay, on the F in new floors is, pretty good.
Yeah, you called that shot from all the way up here.
Pop the tape in the hole. Tip in the hole.
And with that second blue one in the forefoot, looks like it's fully frozen on the red one now. So might be hard to remove that blue stone with one rock.
Yeah, really well played by Robillard there.
Outturn, Adam.
We're going to see some rocks in play. Rocks moved here. Very heavy throw down the middle here to break up that blue frozen rock.
Nice.
Great, they did get rid of one. Hard to tell who's sitting second shot there, whether it's the red at the top 12 or the blue at the back.
Hard to say from here, and I think it's hard to say on the ice. You saw the skip Robillard there look twice over it. It is very close.
Ja, so hier ist so geklappt. Und auch über Blau. Ist gar nicht schlecht. Ja.
Wenn er etwas macht, muss er es ausgehen. Aber noch Schatz.
Definitiv, ja. Und dann nur 2 Steine für 5 Steine rausbringen. Ja. Das ist mittlerweile ganz okay.
I'm trying to listen in on the conversation here for Team Robillard, but I don't think they have their mics on.
Well, I'm not sure what they decided to do. So it looks like with that ice that they've decided to
They were
come
talking.
in.
They were talking about just replacing replacing the center guard there. They are now sitting shot. Basically take away that run back, or at least make it a little more complicated with a couple rocks in play here.
You could do that with a really high guard, I suppose.
Yeah. That was the original talk, but then when I said we missed the conversation.
But the weight is not
No.
high guard.
Looks like this one's going to come down onto the red one.
Might over curl. So I think it's still there for Hoesli. Looks good from the overhead. It's a little bit tougher live from behind, from our angle above.
They seem pretty comfortable with that shot, though.
I think so. I've seen some pretty good shots from these guys, and they've, won 2 games here at this event, which is pretty outstanding considering the quality of the play. 2 wins, 2 losses for each of these teams coming into this game, so we know they both want to make this their 3rd win.
Yeah, I think it might be a little too early with all the teams in play to see if that third win will be enough to get them into the playoffs. But looking across the boards, depending on how the rest of the day plays out, 3 and 2 could be good enough to get you into the playoffs.
Hide!
Ooh. Not enough curl on that last rock.
Tough break for Hoesli.
Which led to not pushing the blue straight back like they wanted, and it ended up sticking around for, I think they're sitting 2.
Mm-hmm.
Last rock for Team Robillard.
Sure. You could look at trying to remove that red rock, but there's a lot of action up above. Why go harder than it needs to be, right? Go ahead and just do the draw. Hoesli does have last rock, but this at least sets up the force.
Exactly, which is the second best option you have when you don't have hammer is a force for 1. Obviously, stealing being the first choice.
Well, if he gets this rock in the right spot, it'll be pretty tough for Hoesli to get in there.
Exactly. Weight seems a bit up for a draw. Is he potentially coming down to freeze on his rock there?
Over curling if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's going to stick around. Does give a little bit of backing. Both of those do. But you don't want to play to that and risk going through that tiny port.
Yeah, exactly.
So just play your draw.
And it looks like he's calling for the double. Call it the triple there. Looks like
risk the triple for 2. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Based on his weights, he's been throwing up weight all day. Might as well stick to what you know. Let's see if he can remove all 3 blue rocks here.
Yep.
So we'll see in a moment if this is the right call. Looks tight to that blue guard. Good.
What a shot.
Wow, amazing. So risky, and it pays off.
That is two
big points for Team Hoesli. What a shot.
I saw Robillard there. He's smacking his broom on the ice. I don't think he foresaw giving up 2.
It was so unorthodox. It was awesome. What a great shot. So really exciting third end of play with Hoesli coming up 2 over Robillard, still nothing. And down the sheets, we've got Sturmey still ahead. Kalamaya is picked up a couple of points in the third end and now sits 5-2 against Team Botcher. And Team McEwen is 4 points over 2 for Team Park. And finally, a score on the board here. Team Hoesli took a couple in that third end. Really great.
Got to give a shout out there to Team Jones and the Penticton team. Both my skip and my third playing for that team, and it looks like they hung a point on the third end there. It's now looking 3-1 for Sturmey, but Team Penticton hanging in there.
Love it. And that's when you hear the crowds go a little wild down there. So a change. Robillard gets the hammer now. And we'll see him put up a corner guard. My name is Sherry. I've got Mick at my side, and we're here today at draw number 12 of the Penticton New Floors Curling Classic here at the Penticton Curling Club. Team Robillard looking for win number 3, and looks like that rock got burnt.
Was it burned or picked? I'm not too sure.
I don't know.
It didn't make it.
Been burned, so.
It didn't make it halfway down the rock or down the sheet, and they had to kick it down. So a little unfortunate throw for the corner guard there. So Hoesli now takes over, looking to sink one in here behind their center guard.
Weiter macht Länge gut. 15-1. Linie kannst du immer, sobald kannst du Linie. Gut so. Gut.
Could have used just a little bit more weight just to bring it back enough to be fully buried, not quite fully buried, and I think you're going to see Team Robillard take care of choosing to go for the corner guard.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
set it up.
Being down 2, it's worth it at this point to sort of have something else there, especially with how effective Team Hoesli's been with their hitting. Leaving anything open doesn't seem to lead to good results.
That's good. Easy. Linie gut. Einfach runterkommen. Mach dich parat, Fuß. Yep. Oh. Gut so.
So we're in the 5th round, 5th end of play here.
Perfekt.
Robillard with the hammer this end. For the first time after 3 blank ends, we finally got a score in that 4th end.
Ja, ist eigentlich geil, aber...
Just rubs on the guard.
Der ganze Rink ist ein bisschen schräg.
Aber nur der Oberkopf.
Ja, da mit der 11 kommst du ein bisschen gerne rüber. Wie schnell spielen wir? Ja. Schluss macht schon noch ein bisschen. Also ich finde es gut so. Ja. Ich habe das schon mal gespielt.
Looking for a hit and roll here. Just roll under the center guard.
half.
Oh, Kel.
Yep.
Kel. Kel.
Kel.
Swiss team can just seems to they can just hit anything. They're just so amazing.
Yeah, I think they were hoping to roll that one under center, so it didn't curl up as much as they wanted. But still, removing opponent's stones is always going to work out in your favor.
Okay. Ich bin halt noch ein bisschen weiter raus gewesen, wirklich.
Das ist schon gut, oder?
Ja. Nein, das schon nicht, aber verglichen zum Intern in die andere Richtung macht es schon viel. Das ist gut so. Like it. Das steigert sicher viel.
Great touch to get that through there. Does stay open though, and we'll probably see this blue rock knocked right out.
Ja, kann vielleicht sogar fast out.
Fast. Okay, ja, ich find's gut.
Was?
Ist gut.
So maybe trying a little bit of a controlled weight
Das ist etwa Gefühl T-Line da, oder?
T-line, so
Hast du das Gefühl?
a little bit. We're going to see this rock moving anyways. Let's see what it does.
Kel. Kel.
Kel.
Lots of rotation on this.
Kel. Halt. Halt.
Needs to curl.
Halt.
Justin.
Ja. Nein.
Oh.
You could hear the two of them changing their minds about whether it should be straight or curl, and they should have stuck with the curl.
Yeah, it's tough when it's moving that quick and you've got that little bit of a window to do it. Yeah, I think torn between hitting that one thicker and rolling under,
Listening
or
to the guy that's calling line, who yeah. Jeez, that's too bad.
Auf der Nase. Das ist schon fast Nase. Ja, das ist schon fast auf der Nase. Ich habe jetzt schnell an. Ich habe das Gefühl, etwa gleich gespielt wie das Heck vorher.
Calling Nurpin down to see what he thinks. Take a look at the angles. So we're just trying to see if we can find a way to hear what these guys are talking about, and it appears that they may not be wearing mics. It is optional for them to wear the mics, so it's fun when they do.
Yeah, we've been looking. If you hear the sound on the ice get very loud, if you're watching at home, it's us trying to find the games. We do have the Hoesli mic's working, so if you do understand Swiss, then we can listen to that. But unfortunately for us, we can't translate what the team Hoesli is strategizing about.
So Andrew Nurpin coming down after they've made their decision, and again with Robillard throwing blue rocks.
Does have hammer.
With hammer, yeah. Looking at maybe, trying to get that red rock out of there.
Try to roll under.
Yeah. And then that's pretty good.
It's going to roll up.
See that? Nice. Now he's got that double blues again.
He's got the double blues, but I think this time with the red one behind, there is a risk of a jam there if they try the double. Or at least removing the red one. That is right now, it's the stable one. But
Well, I think Marco sees it too.
Yeah,
he thinks it's too close to get the blues without damaging their red shot stone right now. He's gonna try it though.
Wow.
They're confident.
Yeah.
We'll see if this ever backfires on them. So that's a risky play. They trust it though. They've been making everything so far.
Yeah, it's been a strong showing from Team Hoesli here. It's out wide. They're trying to curl it in, and they flashed it right through.
Okay.
I think just a little wide. I think they were trying to have it come in and hit it on the other side of the stone, but with that weight, there's no curl. That's the other one's going straight down the ice.
That's right. And that gives Robillard a chance here. Real nice opportunity to try that tap.
Yeah.
To get in there with his rock. It gives him another moment to see what the ice is doing. Certainly with that much weight, he knows he's not going to call that kind of weight. Taking a good look at the angles here.
It is a little risky that you don't flash your blue either straight back and out of the house or across the top without moving the red one.
I wish I could hear them.
I know.
Team Robillard is sponsored by Slipstream, Torchlight Brewing, Mr. Mike's, and In Play Live. Team Robillard would like to send a big shout out to their sponsors and say thank you so much for your support so they can come to events like this. They are from Langley, Royal City, Kelowna, and Castlegar, so I'm sure they're not together every weekend to practice.
No, I think it's a pretty good spread across the province here in British Columbia. It must be challenging to get together here. It looks like they're going with the draw on this side, back down to the red one. Great touch.
That's really nice. Great shot.
That was a fantastic shot. It moves that red one below the tee line, out of shot stone, and but still keeps it around if for a jam for later.
It's close, isn't it?
Så 50-halvt da.
Ja. Freeze, ja, left in the seat daarvoor.
We're looking at a freeze here onto that blue stone, basically a replica of that last shot.
Good. Play blats it.
Line is good.
Justin in.
Just a curl.
Just got to curl
Carf,
down
Dan.
a little
Carf.
bit. It's hanging out
Ja, grad.
just a touch.
Weiß ja nicht.
gespielt.
So we've got the blue one right on the pin. It looks like it's frozen right on that red one now.
Hoesli will be disappointed with that shot, that outcome. So that's.
Yeah,
But Robillard is going to look at it as a new opportunity. This really sets him up for the end.
Exactly. If he can get another one in here, you saw them tapping on the ice there right in front of the blue stone. If they can get another one frozen in there, it sets Robillard up for a big end if he can remove some of those red stones.
Auf Nase wäre immer eine Option für Max 2. Je nachdem, was wir noch machen. Links Spur sicher gut. Je nachdem, was wir links
Robillard's first, looking just to freeze to that blue right on the pin. It's a bit heavy.
Well, I don't think they mind the tap back, but it needed to curl to get where he needed to. That's unfortunate miss.
Yeah, it opens the door again for Team Hoesli here to put one on that same spot. Everyone wants to be above the tee line on the button, and that's where this rock is going to try to go.
Linksvall wäre ideal. Ist gut, glaube ich. Ja, Linie von gut. Nochmal schön drankleben. Nasse ist gut. Links, nein. Ja, wäre gut. Aber Nose Freeze ist schon mal super. Optimal wäre es, ja. Ja.
The boccia game has ended in handshakes. Didn't take too many ends. We're only at about an hour of play. So boccia takes the win there, and so they're still at the top of their pool.
Yep.
That'll take them to 4 wins and 1 loss. That loss was quite uncharacteristic. They've been having a great event so far.
Good.
So Hoesli went deep with their draw attempt there, which leaves an opening here for Robillard. If they can move some of these blues into the in there, they could potentially push out those red rocks right behind their shot stone for potentially 3. Sorry, correction. I believe they can only get 2 here by pushing out the back 2 reds.
Mm-hmm.
Lass mal kurz.
While these guys are thinking about what to do next, I'll just take you around the rings. On sheet A, we have Sturmey leading Team Jones with a score of 3-1. Botcher's game is finished. McEwen still leads over Team Park. And actually it's a tie for McEwen and Park playing the 5th end, and they are tied at 4. Nobert 3, Slaczynski 2 over on sheet E. And Kleider is up 7-0 over Blazer. still working at it. It's the 5th end.
I think Team Robillard's here looking at a way to potentially score a bunch of points here. I don't know if it's there, but they're looking at basically an off the reds and then roll it in underneath and potentially knock those other 2 red ones at the back out. Again, I don't know if it's there, but they're looking at a way to potentially score a handful.
No time clocks used in this event. The teams can take as much time as they need in order to make the best call for them. I'd like to send a big shout out to Chris and Kathy Jones, who work many hours on this event. And the Penticton Curling Club is really a beneficiary of all their hard work. And I know we really get a lot out of this event, and it means a lot to the entire club. And so on behalf of the board and everybody, all of our members, we just want to say thanks so much for all of the work that Chris and Kathy put in. It's tireless hours, so we thank them very much. They're awesome.
It's amazing. They do. I know you just said so much, but and I get that those terms get thrown around a lot, but like if you come to this club at any point, at any time of the day, you will see one or both of them here working on something. Chris is the head ice maker here. But also does everything else. It's the same with Kathy, right? Yeah. They're here all the time, and they put on this event with the help of volunteers. But I feel like they do a lot of heavy lifting for this New Floors Penticton Curling Classic.
Sure do, and it's a great way for our club to get out there in the community. And we have Lisa Knight here from Royal LePage Locations West Realty.
Looks like we're ready to throw the final stone here in the 5th end. Looks like they're going for potentially just a drawdown for 2.
I guess they didn't see a way where they could get rid of all 3 of those reds.
Yeah, without doing potentially damage.
Yeah, so should be moving nicely now. Looks really great.
It's 2 deep, might only be 1.
Oh,
One.
Still just 1.
Just 1.
What a great end. Lots of rocks in play that time. Lots of potential for multi-points.
Yeah.
Well, so after 5 ends of play, the score is Hoesli with 2 and Robillard with 1. This game is brought to you by the Penticton New Floors and also by A&K Grimm Sausage. Thanks so much for your support. Both of these companies just work really hard, and they're great companies to work with in Penticton, and both places have great customer service, and you can just drop in anytime for specialty needs. And they're always there to help.
It's great to have these local companies come out to support this. As we look over onto Sheet A, where our beloved Penticton team has shook hands with Team Sturmey after a big end.
There was a team that dropped out at the last minute, and so in order to keep the draw the same, Chris and a few of our, great team players and just great curlers, and nice guys decided to put a team together. They knew it was going to be a pretty tough road, so they are 0-4, 0-5 at this event. But they're having a great time, and they're out there smiling, and it's really nice to see. And
yeah, I think
Chris just so much. They not just do Chris and Kathy do so much to put this event on, but then to be curling in it as well. Wow,
Yeah.
what a guy.
Yeah, he's a busy man. I think he's doing some commentating later too. I'm pretty sure I saw him on the schedule as well. I think the other important thing to mention from that matchup, though, is that Sturmey now also goes to 4-1. So we have Botcher and Sturmey 4-1 in Pool A, which does put a little bit more pressure on this Hoesli and Robillard game to make sure that someone to potentially get into the playoffs, because 4-1 in second place will be one of the teams playing in the playoffs.
Out. Yep.
I guess we should also mention there will be tiebreakers, I guess. So I'm not too sure
There is room for
where the
tiebreakers.
tiebreakers will come into play, but we are seeing some 4-1s being hung up on the master scoreboard here at the Penticton Curling Club.
Session.
A couple of our games have finished, that namely that Jones game that we just mentioned, as well the Botcher game. Botcher was victorious after just a few ends. We're wrapping up our Saturday afternoon at 3:30 this game, and our next game is scheduled at 7 p.m. Please feel free to join us and watch any of your favorite curlers. We've got Dunstone versus Pierce on sheet A, and Schuster versus Eden on sheet B, Cooey versus Richard on sheet C, Yanagisawa versus Montgomery on D, here on D, Epping versus De Jong. That'll be a great game. De Jong's doing great. And Brunner versus Berg on F. So that's our 7 p.m. game. There's still plenty of room available, some seats available. I know tonight is going to fill up in here. We've got some pretty exciting fans in the 7 p.m. game. It's always fun to be here for the 7 p.m. game.
Great way to spend a Saturday night. We've seen here on sheet D here another end set up with the two corner guards and the center guard, and Team Hoesli there now again first to the center line in the house. We've seen this one play out before, so yeah, it looks like another end where there's potential for some offense, as Robillard looks like to come down and sit on top of that red stone in the house. Bit of an over curl, bit underthrown, but still a usable rock there at the top of the house.
So. 2/3 oder wie nehmen?
Yep. Yes.
Team Hoesli from Switzerland, and they are ranked number 22 in the world. Team Robillard from Langley and around British Columbia, ranked number 75 in the world. Again, these two teams are coming in with each have 2 wins, 2 losses. So this is an important game for both of them, and now that so many games have been played, we're starting to see who's rising to the top, and wins and losses are important every game.
Yeah, it's too bad we can't do the splash it up on the screen the whole standings of the tournament here, but I am seeing a lot of 2 and 2s in a lot of the other pools. So the top of each pool, it looks like they're usually coming out with 4 wins. and sort of middle of the pack teams are in that 2-2 range right now, 3-2 range. So this game is important for teams sitting at 2-2 to potentially get into that playoff if it's possible.
Team Schuster from the USA and Team Brent Pierce from British Columbia are the only two teams that I see up on the board that are 4 wins, no losses. So they're each at the top of their pool.
Yeah, and I think there's no surprises there with that Schuster team. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure they won last year, so they are the defending New Floors champions. So they are.
That's a great point. Yes, they did.
They do like this. They do like this event, and then it's showing on the standings as well. I am enjoying the way that these two teams, the chess match of curling and the chess match of these two teams here, Robillard is very, very determined to have that center guard there in play, and Team Hoesli isn't having any of it. Any chance they get, they remove those center guards to keep it open, playing to their strengths from what we've seen here at hitting.
Yep. Hard! All right.
Yeah, they do like to keep they're really great with hits. Yeah, really great with hits.
Something I might take to my Tuesday men's league team is let's not play center guards. We give up too many big ends. Robillard again coming down with the play at the guard here.
He likes his center line guards.
Yeah.
Loves to set up that blue on blue.
Yeah.
Right? We see that again and again with him.
Yeah. Ja, ik ga het proberen. Hoeveel moet hij hebben? Recht in naar drittel. Hey. Clean. Achtung. Oh. Achtung. Yep. Yes. Hard.
Did get rid of 2 blue guards there.
Yeah, another open end.
Verspeeld, sorry. Goed.
Jordan Tardy stays in the house, holds the broom, calls line, while Sebastian throws.
Ich kann es mir auch jetzt überlegen. Ich habe gedacht, wenn er vor dem Blau ist, machen wir es.
Die Frage ist, wohin, gell? Also, weißt du?
Nein, jetzt hat er es gut gemacht.
Ja.
He's such a great sweeper too.
Yeah, sweeping is such an important part of the game, and if you have a good, strong front end that can sweep and control rocks, it makes the rest of the game very easy. Great shot.
It was a great shot and really nicely swept as well.
Yeah.
You know, the sweeping really holding that rock.
Das ist okay für mich.
Okay, ja.
Einfach nur
It's amazing to me the changes even in the last 5 years about curling and just the science that comes out of sweeping and directional sweeping and all those things. It's cool for a game that's been around for, let's call it, hundreds of years. it's still always developing, which is amazing.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Things have changed so much, even strategy changes, and as the equipment and the tools that we use change and improve the game. then your strategy starts to change.
Yeah, and then the
Has
rules
to.
change, and then the rules
then the
change
rules change.
because the players have adapted to the old rules. It's a pretty cool cool thing to be a part of, is seeing all the changes in real time.
Okay, nice shot. Robillard with the hammer. Going to try and create as much space as he can so he doesn't bunch these up and set up the double.
Yeah, as we've seen in this game, if rocks are bunched up, the chances of them both going are pretty high. So the goal here is to roll one out to the outside of the 12 there, far apart, so that you force the draw.
Really starting to move on them.
This one might
Dangerously
end
close.
up on the blue, just by.
Wow. What a shot.
That's going to work out for them. That's a good shot.
Yeah.
Elf, skudd. 9,5 sier for det.
So hit for one.
The draw is there, but he's comfortable with the hit.
Give me this hard med. Han er nærmest med at jeg ikke får det.
Marco Hoesli, 23-year-old from Curling Club Glarus, Switzerland.
Yep. Clean. Yep. Gal.
Nice shot right on the nose. Hit and stick for
Called.
one.
That puts Hoesli up 3-1 over Robillard after 6 ends of play. And, of course, that all-important scoring in the 6th end, which everybody likes to do. Next to us on sheet C, we've got McEwen and Park tied at 4 apiece. Slichinsky and Nobert tied at 3. And the Kleider game is over. Kleider with the victory there.
Switch set. Marco. Du bist nicht da. Ja, aber machen wir das gerade? Ich habe das nicht mehr extra noch. Ja, dann schon. Dann eins kurz halt. Das ist die schnellste Spiel. Bin ich gut. 12. Bin ich super. Hat sicher grau bleiben. Wo sind wir? 12. Hart. Wegwäscht, Jungs. Schön. Klasse.
So Team Hoesli chooses to go into the house first, and it looks like Team Robillard here is going to counter with the corner guard.
Go, Justin. Go, Peter, Nein, muss ich nicht.
After 6th, still just 3-1. It's a low-scoring game, and that was because there was blanks in the first 3 ends. First, second, and third end all were blanks, so that's why we've got such a low score of 3-1 in the 6th end here.
And then since then, in the 4th and 5th and 6th end, we've seen lots of rocks in play and lots of action, lots of great hits.
Yeah, the hitting's been fantastic in this game, as it's showing here. If anything that's open has been removed pretty quickly, so it's been an exciting game for those who like the high speed rock throwing.
Yep. 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 Turn.
Good, Justin.
Good.
Well placed center guard.
Nice guard. Yep.
Falt it aus.
Simon Glure in the hack.
1 bis 2. Easy. 2. Den ist gut. 2. 2. Ja. Spielen wir rot. Früher auch wieder rot.
Looks like they're trying to come in. Getting nice curl on this, so makes it past the blue guard.
Okay, so.
Just tick the red one over, create a bigger wall there.
Yeah, didn't create too much of an opening, didn't make a port there.
Nice.
Just give Sebastian the opportunity to try and just get those two out of there with
Ich glaube, das wird die Linie verlieren.
kill 2 stones with one of yours.
Yeah.
Die Linie hat er rausgefüllt. Letztes Mal haben wir auch eins verloren. Das ist gut. Also hast du dann 2 gekommen. So weitergegangen. Die Gott fast schon recht aus dem Spiel.
Jordan Tardy,
Das wär's auch, ja.
being a little heavy. This has to curl.
He was trying to just hit and roll out for the corner guard here. Might catch not enough of it to stick around.
Nein. Wenn wir das geschwind garten nochmal. Schon gesagt, oder?
Falt er nochmal da
können wir
neben
immer auch
dran.
kennen.
So put another guard in place here.
Mir gefällt das auch. Siehst du, ist gut. Marco Dine ist so gut.
Marco Hoesli being quite patient here and just keeping things protected. He's up 3-1 over our BC team, Robillard.
Yeah, without hammer and sitting shot stone right now, he's able to sort of play a patient game here and sort of wait for Robillard to force the game open here. You don't need to do anything crazy in the position you're in if you're Team Hoesli.
Yep. Oh, good.
Nice. Gut. Sehr schön dort.
Almost in the exact same spot.
Yeah. Is it worth trying to keep this open? Going. Obviously, we're in the 7th end here, and you have hammer down 2. Is it worth trying to blank and bring the hammer home in 8, down 2, or do you try to tie it up here and steal one in the 8th?
I think that's more your plan. Try and tie it up here. I think you're right. That's pretty tough to get the blank. I think that's a better idea. Yeah, try and get your 2 here and steal one coming home.
Yeah, and I think if that's the case, then setting up those corner guards is going to be important. And there is enough stuff on the outside now, and we'll see how successful they can be removing those center guards going into the back end of the 7th end.
Viel Platz jetzt?
Bisschen warten,
Lin ist okay. Viel Platz.
I think he felt like his leg thrust was quite light. It seemed as though he gave it quite a push with his hand. But it's still a guard weight.
Good.
With this ice being as fast as it has been.
Yeah.
It probably feels like you're barely moving out of the hack.
Yeah, it's incredible, the just the body control and the understanding, right? It's like, okay, I've pushed a little lighter, I'm just going to make this adjustment, and there's a perfect center guard.
Right again. Yeah, almost in the exact same spot again.
So they on their last shot, they just missed the run back on that shot stone. We'll see if they try to do it again here. Run it back and remove the shot stone at the same time.
Yeah, well, we've got Andrew Nerpin throwing, and he just missed again. That's just too bad. Just too bad.
Yeah, it's a long run back from back there.
Yes,
it looks,
that's true.
Das gleiche. Ja. Spät.
So putting it back in that spot is really working for them. I think anything closer to it is just setting up the double for Robillard.
Exactly. Yeah, I think at this point you've got the feel down for the ice and the weight here, and you just keep putting it back until something changes.
And
Immer klar in.
there's a great wall in front of the
Denne
house.
field.
Pretty tough to draw in from any side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
von
is
allein,
gonna
von
be,
allein.
Oh,
Wenn er stoppen.
noch länger.
an end that
Gut so.
that's going to be reliant on hitting.
Over curling a little bit. That is going to leave Robillard the opportunity to get in there.
Yeah.
Certainly. And end up behind cover.
Yeah, we're going to see a discussion here whether they do it again or try something a little bit different. The risk with the run back is that your blue shooter is probably going to end up in that same guard spot, which, if you're trying to score two, becomes a little bit difficult.
Right.
Looks like they are opting for the run back though.
Sure. This is a good time to do that.
Yeah, third stones.
You know-
You don't want your skip removing center guard, so I think, yes, you are right.
My 3 favorite words. 4 favorite words.
Geil.
Huddle play. I think they recognized there was too much in front of the house there, and look to open it up and give the skips some options to work with here.
Yeah, that was a really great shot by Nerpin to really open things up. Like, seriously, that was with authority.
Yeah.
We're opening this up.
Yeah, there
There's
was
no more.
There
Okay,
was
that's
no
enough.
doubt. They played the run back twice, and it hadn't worked, and they had to go back to the drawing board there. And it looks like Team Hoesli's here is going to have a discussion on what to do.
Aber ja, der muss er perfekt haben.
Hast du mir schon überlegt. Die Frage ist, hat er nicht immer eine Chance auf den Zweier?
Schon eine Rolle, nachher für 2.
Ja, klar. Ja, meine Überlegung war nur, wenn du die Guard einigermaßen gut machst. Und auch wenn er den Run hat, du kannst ihn gleich forcen.
Ja, wenn er den Run macht schon, wenn er den Roll macht, dann nicht. Also wenn er ihn perfekt hat.
Ja, du musst ihn schon decken.
Ja, ja.
Aber also ich finde beides okay.
Ja.
Ich sage einfach, Guard haben wir vielleicht gar nicht schlechtere Chancen auf den Force. Oder er hat gar nicht unbedingt bessere Chancen.
Ich finde es okay.
Ich finde beides gut.
Wenn
Aber
wir 3/4
Sure.
abdecken, dann muss er einen guten Stein spielen, zuerst mal.
So they're wondering, like, do you draw? Do you go
Ja,
around
ein bisschen näher.
the corner?
Ja,
Do
dann
dann kannst du
you
schon bis da kommen wieder. Gleich wie
just
die
keep
vorher.
guarding?
Der letzte.
But is one guard enough? when you're dealing with Team Robillard. You know, they're just going to be able to hit everything.
Yeah, I think that, yeah, exactly. That was the discussion. Do you try to bury one and force them to just play in the middle, or do you just continue to play in the middle? And it looks like they've opted to just protect that shot stone and see what happens here. So
well, let's come back to this if we need to discuss if maybe the come around would have been, you know, the better call, but let's just keep this in mind.
We've got a couple more rocks to be played here, so still lots of curling left.
This does have to be made perfectly.
And they do need
to
to
be effective.
It needs to curl to get to that sideline.
It's nice and high, and that's in their favor,
That's
in
a
that
good
the
shot.
run back's really long. There is enough room, though, to get around that with curl for the outturn.
Yeah.
Not so much on the in-turn. I don't think there's enough space there.
I think you can. I think you can get there. It's just, can you get there with enough pace to push it far enough back? Because when you make contact there, you're going to need to move that rock almost into the full 8 foot to sit shot stone, which might be difficult with that ice. So they're going to try.
Still feel like the outturn would be a little bit easier.
They're opting, they're opting for the port here.
Yeah, you know.
I wonder if this is a comfortability with the turn and the ice.
Yes, it would be nice to have had them mic'd up so that we could have heard them.
Mm-hmm.
This does move here. Andrew's going to have to.
He's letting it ride. Oh, and they're just opting to move it out of the way.
Oh.
Interesting. And did get it out of play. It was dangerously close to the rings there.
You sometimes see those ones lose the handle as they come and then bite back in. So lucky that one continued to move away.
Okay.
So now they're opting to do that draw into the corner, which again, Sebastian's rock there, it stayed on the corner, and so now Team Hoesli's here is going to try to use that as a corner guard and bury a second one. This one looks like it's carrying.
Feeling like it's heavy.
We've let this one go completely, which is usually a sign. This one's going to stick around.
We're running out of rings. Jordan Tardy is on that rock. And that takes it out of play. So
the benefits of having a strong sweeper looking after the house. Just drag that rock right out. So there is a blank here in play because that rock didn't stick around. And Robillard will hopefully try to keep the hammer to try again in the 8th to tie the game.
So Sebastian Robillard, last rock of this end, looking to hit and roll out. I think he's got enough of the corner just to get it out of there, and we do take a blank end. So Sebastian's down 2, but has hammer. Going to try and manage an end where he picks up 2.
Yeah, I mean he's there's the there's the end there in the fourth end where he had the opportunity to score his two and ended up leaving, or steal his one, and he ended up leaving some rocks a little bit too close together, and Hoesli was able to double him out for the first 2 points of the game, and that's really been the difference maker in this game. So we have seen him set up ends in his favor. He just has to make sure that he doesn't leave something too exposed for that Hoesli team, because they are very strong hitters.
That's right. And here we are in the 8th end of play at the New Floors Penticton Curling Classic. And this game is brought to you by New Floors Penticton as well, A&K Grimm Sausage Limited. They've got European sausages, fresh meat, cheese, and imported deli items. You can find them at 666 Eckhart Avenue, just down the street from the Curling Club. Here we are at live action play on the Saturday afternoon game here at the Penticton Curling Club. We've had Team Hoesli from Switzerland versus Team Robillard from British Columbia. And Hoesli still in the lead with a score of 3-1. Robillard with hammer here, trying to score 2. 2 to tie, force the extra end. 3 to win. Each of these teams come in with a 2-2 record. So they're both looking to win here. As these games go on, we are starting to see teams that are rising to the top. Some teams with a 4-0 record. Again, we've had 30 teams join us this year, and we've pooled them into 5 pools of 6 teams each. So they play 5 round-robin games and then go into the playoffs. They're playing for a prize pool of $100,000, and the first place winner is walking out with a check of $20,000, followed by the second place winner, $15,000. That's amazing.
That's
really
good.
Great cash prizes here, and $200 pay per win. So we have some really amazing sponsors throughout the city that have made this event possible. Year after year after year. 7th year in now.
That's amazing that it's been already 7 years. This is a fantastic weekend of curling, and it's so cool to be able to host it here in the Penticton Curling Club itself. And we have a fantastic group of sponsors. But the Royal LePage is here with some draw prizes as well as silent auction. The concession's open. It's a great opportunity to support your local curling club, but also see what's going on down at the club here. So tickets are still available for today, tomorrow, and for the finals on Monday. This end is opened up right now with 2 in the house for Team Hoesli. Team Robillard here is trying to set up their deuce by placing their corner guards. So they've got their corner guards in place, which is the important start to the end, and we'll see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, I agree. We're having some fun here tonight. Still 3 games left on the sheets, and Park versus McEwen is still tied at 4, and Nobert versus Slaczynski still tied at 3. And our feature game here on sheet D, 8th end of play, Team Hoesli from Switzerland. I asked them before the game if there would be anyone back home that might be watching the live stream, and they said it's unlikely since it's the middle of the night. But if there is, I'm supposed to say hi to the only person that might be watching. The one person that for sure might be watching was Tom Lisp. So nice. Tom, if you were out there, the guys did say to say hello. And they're happy to see that you'd be watching. That would be cool.
I think they're selling themselves short. I'm sure there's a couple fans that have woken up at 3 a.m. to watch. Like they're an exciting team.
but you know, you can't. They are on YouTube. We stream them live, and they're recorded. So you know, you can kind of go back and just watch them in the morning.
You could wake up at a normal time. You're true, but there's nothing like
Sunday
a live
morning.
curling match. You know, it could be spoiled on Twitter. You never know. X. Sorry.
I haven't used it since it changed its name. I don't know.
I still use it. I just haven't changed my what I call it.
I guess I missed the little white bird.
Needs to bury this one, and it looks like it's going to hang out just a touch.
Just a little bit. It looks nice on the overhead. Team Hoesli has everything on the right-hand side of the house. Some danger with bunching up like that.
Yeah, there is obviously the opportunity to double and triple stuff out, but I think overall they've got their number 2 rock there buried up behind the corner guard. So like, yeah, it's lots of rocks to play here to see how this one plays out. But like I said before, leaving anything open against this team is usually a recipe for having that rock removed.
So close.
Great touch.
Oh my goodness, what a great shot from this great little team from Switzerland. Man, they are just outstanding.
Yeah.
Oh, they're fighting right to the end.
They are now sitting 4 without hammer. So Robillard's going to need to put some rocks in play here and remove some of these red ones if he wants to score his 2 in this end. And that's what we're going to see here. It's a pretty high weight throw here, I think, to rattle some of these red ones around. You don't want to get to nose on this one.
Rolling to the right isn't great either. Interesting.
Move it around, but the blue one is going to be pretty easy to remove that blue rock. And now we've got kind of an interesting setup on that for us viewing right side here, where we kind of have 3 red ones almost lined up all underneath the corner guard there. Be curious to see if it's possible to remove those.
And we'll see the Swiss team removing this blue rock. That's their line's looking really good here. It's hanging out a little bit, so they're trying to get it to curl. Sticks around.
So they're looking at basically trying to draw down, sort of freeze on that red one that's sort of at the tee line there, to sort of get their first scoring rock in play here. That looks to be the call. Freeze or just place it there somewhere. So that's the call there. He's marked that on the ice a few times there with his broom, that he wants that rock sort of right right in that cluster by the tee line on the right side there.
Just tough to get around that.
Yeah, I think that's the apprehension of the team. They've been just sort of discussing it. And they've changed the shot. Yeah. I think the shooter overruled it there. We're going to go for a hit and roll.
Yeah, I think the hit and roll might be a great call here. Line's looking pretty good for it. Don't want to come to nose. Over curling just, okay, well.
It's a pretty good shot.
It really is. It really opens things up.
Yeah.
They got shot out of it.
They got shot, and that, I mean,
kind of buried.
It's easy enough, based on how well we've seen this team shoot. I'm hazard to say that this one's probably gone, but there is a little bit of backing there in the red. If you do miss it, there is a chance for a jam. Gonna go for the run back here.
Whoa, 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 pedal, whoa.
Great
Gets
shot.
them both. Wow.
Sehr schön.
This team has been so good.
Yeah, no hesitation. They called that shot basically as soon as the Rocks had sat down. They called that shot right away. There was no hesitation in what they were going to do, and yeah, when you're that confident, it's a tough team to play.
And can they get this blue one hidden? That's a great shot. That's awesome. So right there, it is sitting shot right now. It's really tough to take out.
Mitbleiben geht's nicht. Als Freeze. Schwierig.
But there's not much that these guys are afraid of.
Schwierig zum Mitbleiben. Rollst. Das Hit. Und das andere ist auch nochmal der Freeze.
Das ist eigentlich auch nicht so riskant, oder?
Ja.
Wenn du irgendwo hoch bist.
Ja. Das wäre sicher gut. Und das andere, was ich sehe, ist so etwas.
Ja, aber weißt du, du hast nachher kein Gimmick zum Abspielen. Also. Du spielst mal da hin.
Ja. Bin ich gut?
Das da ist alles gut.
Ja.
Hat schon viel Geld da, gell?
Eher, ja.
Wie gefällt dir das?
Looks like they've chosen to go for the freeze here, and we can confirm that the fans from Switzerland are awake watching the game. So, hello, Tom.
Tom Lips said hello in our chat. I'm so excited. I'm going to let Team Hoesli know that you were out watching just like they expected you
Linie
to
gut.
be.
Nur Länge.
Linie sehr gut.
Linie gut.
Ja, dann Linie auch.
Bringen ein bisschen.
Hard Linie.
Halt!
Hard Linie.
Halt!
Hard.
Can they get this there? Not there for shot.
Just came up short, so we have another opportunity for Robillard to basically replicate that shot, to come down and freeze on it with now some protection. So a bit of an opening for Team Robillard here.
So here we are in the 8th and final end of play, unless Robillard can manage to take 2 here. He does have last rock. It's coming in really nice.
Just got to get it by that top red one. Those sweepers are on it hard to push that one by, and it rubs just on the top of the red one there. So he is, I think he's third. That rock is third.
Yeah, I think he's third.
Just a touch of it there. And now Hoesli starts to look at their hitting options.
Ich glaube auch mit Peel. Ja, wenn genau stickst, der geht dünn. Okay. Out. Dünn 3/4? Ja. Ich habe 2/3 machen auch. 2/3 langt auch, ja.
Well, I'm sure Robillard would have really wished he missed that goal. It was just a hair light, and it managed to just touch that guard.
I think if it doesn't touch, I think it has enough weight to get there for second shot. But unfortunately, it was just a hair light and touched up here.
Yeah, leaving this opportunity open for this hitting Hoesli team that's been playing outstanding.
Oh, just missed it underneath there. So
wow. So we are looking at the opportunity for Robillard to tie this game up and force an extra end.
Yeah, just needs needs to touch the forefoot there for.
It's not going to be tricky to find a way in.
No, it's
wide open.
That's how these teams seem to like to play. So it'll just be a draw to the 4 to force an extra end here. We've seen some draws go heavy, even in this game, early in the game. But we have seen some draws go heavy. So hopefully he'll put this rock in the sweeper's hands.
You know, it's late in the game. There's fewer teams out on the ice. The ice conditions may have changed.
Yeah, here comes the shot.
So what you knew 2 ends ago might not be the same. So this is a tricky shot either way. It's, like I say, curling is an easy game to play. It's a hard game to be good at.
Exactly, yeah. Need to get this to the forefoot.
Looking really good.
Yeah.
They've got to get it. Got to get it.
Got to get it to 4, and they do.
Got to get it. And they do.
So that's a tie game.
Sometimes you'll see them throw the rocks down to the far end and then play back.
I think there was a little bit of a discussion there on which way they wanted to go, but we're going to be playing away from the camera here for the final end.
So this is game number 12 at the New Floors Penticton Curling Classic. We are featuring Team Hoesli from Switzerland versus Team Robillard from around British Columbia. Robillard just taking advantage of his hammer in the last end and tying the game. So we're now sitting at 3 points each after several blank ends. You know, ends number 1, 2, 3, and 7 were all blank. So we've had now we've had as many scoring ends as we have had blanks. So Robillard with the first throw. I think he wants something here in the house or up above. It seemed to indicate by his broom that he wanted it in.
I was wondering the same thing. Just the way that these teams have been matched up, the center guard plays has all it's done is prolonged the inevitable. So I wonder if you try something different here and go after it. But that being said, without hammer, your best chance of stealing is having stuff in front.
Tolerance is light rather than heavy on this.
Yeah.
So
looks like a nice center guard.
Yeah, that's going to go in really nice.
just touched the center line, so it'll be protected for the first 5 rocks of the game.
I can see our ice crew out there waiting to get onto the ice. Our next games here are at 7 p.m. It is currently 5:45, and I know they need some time to get the ice ready. Still tickets available if you feel like coming down to the Penticton Curling Club. If you're in the area tonight, come on down. Do come early. There's going to be limited parking. There is an event at the South Okanagan Event Centre. Tonight's games will feature Dunstone versus Pierce, Schuster versus Eden, Cooey versus Richard, Yanagisawa versus Montgomery, Epping versus Dijon, and Brunner versus Berg. So we've still got some great curling action to finish off our evening. There's a nice little concession here. We've got breweries like Slackwater pouring for us and offering some samples. And Evolve, the winery, was opening some wine for us here this afternoon, and we were doing a little bit of wine tasting. So still lots of draws, 50-50s, silent auction. Come on down and have some fun and get in on this live action. It's really great to see these awesome players from all over the world. Lots from Canada, lots from BC out here, and it's just been great. Such a great event.
Yeah, the curling's very high quality. This game has showed us a lot of different stuff, and it looks like we're going to be playing on the center line for a lot of this game, or this end. So we'll see.
Yep. Yes. Yep. Hard.
It's looking to come down on that red one, and that's great weight.
Really great weight. It really came close to the guards there, and I think it does leave Robillard with an opportunity. He's liking the come around, draw hidden, or open those up.
Yeah, with us being in extra ends right now, obviously next score wins. So you're basically both playing for the same 1 point. It's not.
Yeah, that's right.
Just got to get it by that guard, and it looks like he does. Is going to get by the second one. Just a rub. Does break up the Reds just a little bit, though. And Hoesli goes to removing the center guards as soon as they can. They always do.
Clean. Stone. Kyle. Okay.
Open up the center.
Right. Ja. Ja, ik ga met hem ringspiel. Dat is ook niet sexy. Dat is toch aan de
Jordan Tardy with his second throw this end.
Blöd, jetzt nasse spielen raus.
Das?
Ja.
Wieso?
Macht er. Ist noch zu früh am Ende auch.
Ja, schon. Also er wird wieder so etwas gehen.
Ja.
Mach ein bisschen schieben. habe mich nur gefragt, das ist jetzt so schlecht vielleicht.
Ja, ich habe mir überlegt,
so.
der nicht da. Weil wenn du einfach nur der nimmst, ist er noch mal besser nachher.
Was gefällt dir?
Oder beides.
Ziemlich dünn, ja.
Das andere ist so etwas mal.
Versuch wert. Ich kann auch den dünnen Doppel probieren, Inhoff.
So, kannst du schon probieren.
Ja.
Der Single ist okay.
Ja. Das ist ein bisschen der Blaubrille.
Just opting for the peel. Is that what I'm seeing here? It looks
Yes.
like peel weight.
Yes, it is.
Whoa. There. Whoa. Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
yes, yes.
Ah.
Okay.
Wow. So that changed things up a little bit.
Just a bit of a rub on the blue there pushed it into second stone. You heard the sigh there. They weren't anticipating, or they're hoping to go over to the top there. So yeah, a little bit of a change of perspective here. It looks like Robillard still really wants to make sure that there's stuff in the front of the house here coming down onto the third stones here.
Also looking at opening it up, if he can get rid of those two red rocks and create some space. Oh, it's too bad their mics aren't working
Yeah.
or whatever it is. I don't know if it's that they didn't put them on. That's just too bad.
Verbringt er für die Ansprache? Probieren wir jetzt einfach
Okay.
Wants another one up at the top of the 12.
Using this time to, set up the steel. He doesn't have the hammer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I figure he's looking at an opportunity to get some stuff in play sort of just off the center line, so that when it comes time to remove those red rocks, that there will be something to hide behind. Because as we've seen in this game time and time again, if it's anything's exposed, you're looking at double, maybe even triples from this very strong Swiss team.
Wow.
It's a good throw, buried.
Was ist das?
Das habe ich ein Drittel.
Ah, geht vorbei. Mit Nase aber ist mal vorne.
Well, Team Hoesli was going to take a look at this.
Well, yeah, what do you do here if you're Hoesli?
I think they see an opportunity. Well, the original look was, is there an opportunity to move that blue one out? But I think they're trying to think that if they push that blue to red to blue, they can get second shot while also removing that second blue one. It's hard to see if the two reds and blues that are up in that 8 foot there, if they're locked together or not, and what that might have to say with when the rocks collide.
So. Das drehen. Auch wenn du das triffst. Nimm mal so über.
Hoesli with red rocks.
Ja.
Robillard with the blue.
Ja. Also, aber da kannst du ihn, glaube ich, nicht sticken.
Hoesli with hammer.
Dann hast du halt so etwas da, ja. Ja.
Nein, genau. Also ich bin nicht so Fan vom Run.
Sitting shot rock.
Single.
Ob ein Single oder das andere.
Ja. Wenn sobald das offen ist, können wir einfach drauf schiessen. Wenn er gartet auf der Mitte.
Was macht er, wenn man den macht?
Was?
Yeah, if they hit that blue one at the top of the new floors,
Und nachher am Schluss auf das.
does it also slice into the red and into the blue, and then both blues are out,
Haben wir dann
red
irgendwie
sitting
etwas
3?
machen
Yeah, that's
wollen? Hab's der
like there is
schon ein bisschen früh mit dem.
there is a I think that might happen, but I think they're also looking at potentially just coming down without the run back and just doing it with their shot stone here.
The guard is kind of in the way there.
A little bit, yes.
It looks pretty tough from ice level and our angle on this sheet of ice.
Okay, maybe they are going for the run back here.
Yep. Yes.
Are they running it back? Opening it up?
Just opening it up.
Okay.
Also not a bad
Good
call.
time to do that. But they are starting to run out of rocks now.
Yeah, I think the Hoesli team doesn't or has hammer, so it is in their interest to not have anything to hide behind. If they can push stuff, or if how this one gets pushed around will dictate what they can do next. Again, I kind of like that shot call, though. It's something that is sort of playing to your strength, right? Remove any opportunity at this point in time to have something weird happen on you.
Right? Yeah. Okay. 9th end of play here. We've had to go an extra end. Team Robillard taking 2 in the last end to tie the game. Next to us on sheet E, Team Sliczynski is down 4-3 to Team Nobert. And Nobert is, there's still a couple of rocks left to play here. Nobert's on his last, so Sliczynski with the hammer. Oh my gosh, if that game is just on its 8th end. Oh!
Nobert just doubled out 2 blues on sheet E there to basically force the tie there. Very wide double.
There's a red biter too.
Yeah. Back on the action on sheet D here. It looks like Robillard has opted to finally remove at least one of those red stones there with the run back here.
Is it over curling? Not quite the weight I think they wanted. And so it does open things up a little bit. It's not awful. Shooter stuck around.
Yeah.
Still pretty tough to get the red rocks both out of there, though you could take a couple rocks to do it, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that was the play was on that shot, was to try to remove the one red and then only have to worry about one more. Unfortunately, they sort of spilled.
Yeah.
They spilled out, and now they got to take 2 more shots to make it work.
So Hoesli, shitty guard. Tap. Get rid of that blue on the forefoot.
I think a tap onto their shot stone and push it just a little bit further in leaves you shots 1 and 3 with a lot of work to get rid of them. But it looks like they're gonna throw up weight again.
That was a lot of weight.
Yep.
So they're just trying to get rid of that blue stone.
Wow.
To get a double. Sure, there's always that.
Yeah.
Why not? These guys have been just outstanding with their hits.
Yeah.
It's been such a great game.
It doesn't matter how many rocks are within the 4 foot. They can move them around how they see fit. So this is shaping up nicely for Team Hoesli with last rock.
So this will be the first of Skip Stone's here.
Looks like Robillard was trying to go around and basically grab the full 4 foot there behind the red stone.
Die Enkelspur sind ein bisschen runtergekommen, nicht gefühlt.
Ja, ein bisschen, aber am Schluss ist auch nicht in die Richtung.
Well, it kind of deflated any real action that Robillard had. A lot of rocks in play. Now we've got one, and it's out on the edge of the 8.
It's been the story of this game. Is anytime Hoesli gets into trouble, they're able to hit themselves out of trouble and really into very favorable skip stone situations. This rock needs to be buried or frozen. That's a good shot.
Yeah, I like that.
Dann wird nochmal verreisen wahrscheinlich. Ja. Haben wir überlegt, einfach das?
Haben wir auch.
Schnell! Ja, kannst auch. Er will No-Sit spielen. Das ist okay. Kommt darauf an, was du spielen mit dem letzten. Ein Doppel ist gut.
Okay. Kannst du dann auch 8 Fuß dran spielen, wenn du willst?
Ja.
Okay, spiel. Das ist
Also, ich sage, wenn er ein bisschen rollt, dann wirst du mir 8 Fuß legen. Aber das ist okay.
Ich glaube, das andere ist das, oder?
Dann ist das.
Und dann nochmal.
Wirst du wahrscheinlich können sprengen, vielleicht nicht. Also wenn, dann müssen wir das verlieren.
Ja, er ist aber schon fast auf der T-Line nachher.
Wir können sprengen,
Ja.
gut.
Gut.
Wir können es probieren, clean nehmen, wenn wir...
Wow. Ja.
Ja. Aber es ist nachher gar nicht so einfach, wenn er Note macht, jetzt, wenn du ihn nicht hast. Ja, ja. Ja. Aber 4 Fuß dran haben wir auch, wenn wir das spielen. Das ist dreifach.
Well, here we are at the Penticton Curling Club. 9th end of play in this 12th game 12th draw in the event. Each of these teams coming in 2 wins, 2 losses.
Kel. Oh, Kel. Whoa.
Just looking to pick this blue one out. Not
great.
too worried about the red one.
Right.
With last rock, just gotta play blue out of stones here.
Gut, Martin.
So Robillard will look here to just remove the shot stone, sit 2,
Da kann er wieder richtig.
and force the draw.
Ich weiß gar nicht mehr besser als ich habe.
Or more likely, force the double.
Yeah, I agree, right? Because no matter, in most cases, it seems that Hoesli will take the hit option over the draw.
Yeah.
If these were 10-end games, it might be a little, something to use against them somehow if you manage to figure that out in time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And Robillard's last throw of this game.
Wants to get to nose or maybe just roll it out wide, but he's going to get nose.
That's not bad.
There's
There's the potential of a jam.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that on second look, I think that is the better shot. I was thinking at first like rolling away and leaving it open, and then sort of forcing a team that's basically only thrown hits all game to draw to the 4. But now we'll see. Does he have another double in him? This is for the game.
Clean.
Yep. Yes. Hard. Hard.
Looks good.
Nice.
It looks
There
great.
they go.
Hoesli with the win.
game. Good luck.
So they go 3-2. My name is Sherry Berkilo Diaz. Mick, thank you so much for joining me today. And we've got more curling action. Thanks for joining us from New Floors Penticton and A&K Grimm Sausage. Thank you so much for your support. Have a great evening, everyone.
Müssen wir jetzt besser und hoffen.